You leaving back there, this is going to be the best seminar ever because I'm giving away free things. Stop walking to your car and start walking to freedom.
And you can't have me.
Information. So that's where you all sit, way out there? It's so far away. It's okay. If you need the curb, if you feel more secure on the curb, that's cool with me. It was a little bright this morning, so I put on my hat, and it helped me relax. How many of you have a hat that you wear when you run or walk? Pretty key component of the equipment. I'm going to work my way through here. I'll probably try to follow some sort of route, maybe from the feet up to the head, maybe from the head down to the feet. I usually don't start in the middle, so we'll start one way or the other. And if you have questions as I go, please do let me know. How many of you, for the first time today, ran 11 or 12 miles? First time ever. Nice job. So, in my special group, I give them a quote, and it usually becomes very applicable when we hit double digits. And that quote is that training for the marathon is 20 miles of training and 6 miles of truth. 20 miles of training and 6 miles of oxygen debt, lactic acid, heart rate anomalies, blisters, dehydration, and truth. And what happens is during the training, you're chipping away at those 6 miles. So during the marathon, when everybody says, if you ever talk to a marathon veteran, you'll say, you know, how'd you do? And they'll say, got to the 20-mile mark, and then things kind of fell apart after that. And we always giggle to ourselves and say, that's why it's a 26-mile race, because the 6 miles are a conundrum. You can't really train yourself to make those feel fantastic, but what you can do is prepare yourself. And I'm going to start with the feet, I guess, in this equipment and apparel seminar, and we'll work our way up. And these are things that we have that help you be more prepared for the other part of the marathon. Now, the training portion is all penciled out. Celia and John and everybody here at Portland Fit says to you, run 11, and we all obediently head out, run exactly 5.5 miles, and turn around and come back. With very few incidents, except for today on the bridge, but we won't talk about that. So we all go out and come back. Today, anybody notice any anomalies in the weather? What was the weather doing today?
Muggy.
Muggy. Muggy. It was humid today, which does what to your body when you're moving or not moving? It does some weird things to your body. You start generating sweat, especially in your feet. So I just stood at my tent over there for the Portland Running Company and answered about 10 questions about blisters on feet. So what I started with over here is, outside of your shoes, this is probably the most important thing that you can get. If you haven't done this yet and you're sitting here with blisters, knock yourself on the side of the head and then come and get some of these. These are socks. Not this particular sock, but socks that have no cotton in them whatsoever. No cotton, what? But Costco has them 9 for $2. Why would I not, you know, it's fine and everything to get a discount, but in this case, your socks are what is between you and your shoes. And those are what are between you and the street. It's very important. It's like a rope in climbing. Do you want to buy a cheap rope? Probably not. When you're climbing, you want a rope that's going to catch you. When you're running or walking, you want a sock. It's going to protect your feet from blisters. The coolest ingredient, we will talk about this a lot today, is polyester. It is back and better than ever. And it hasn't changed much, although if you look at your neighbors, if they look like they have something technical on, like if they're wearing their Portland Fit shirt, that's polyester. If they're wearing, most of the hats are polyester, some of them are nylon. A lot of jacket materials, not this particular one, but most jacket materials are actually polyester as well, and shorts. So they can blend it into all these different cool feeling fabrics that all do the same thing. And I want you to say this word with me today, and I want you to use it over the weekend. Polyester is hydrophobic. Go ahead and say it once. Not the whole phrase, just the word, people. Hydrophobic. Because you're going to have a hard time working the whole sentence in, but I expect you to use hydrophobic at some point. All right? And that goes in line with the big H's. Heat, hydration, humidity, we'll throw in hills, and hydrophobia. It's not really one of the big H's, but use it. So polyester is hydrophobic. So when you look at your sock ingredients, you want to get something that's not cotton first, and then predominantly polyester second. Other sort of okay ingredients are rayon, and a little bit of nylon, and some elastane, which is just elastic. But try to make it mostly polyester. Any questions on the socks? By the way, for those of you that love the no-show sock and then come to me and say, I don't know why my sock keeps sneaking in under the collar of my shoe, I have a suggestion for you that you don't wear no-show socks. I know that sounds crazy.
That tan line.
It's not that fashion-y, but it is pretty practical. Nice little mini crew. Mine are very nerdy, and a lot of people say I look like an old guy. No offense to you old guys. Walking around in my black socks. They're very easy to launder, and they're a great length. And yes, I do have a very funny tan line. You want to see it? Here we go. That is the tan line of a mini crew sock. Yeah, get that. Freeze frame.
I did.